War, family, corruption, love, betrayal, vengeance, revolt. Hamlet, the tragic truth of the powerless, marginalized, and exiled.
I've been a professional actor for over 30 years now. My main focus has always been the classics, huge fan of Shakespeare, and my purpose as an artist has always been to create work that sort of brings about social change. I met Dennis in 2001. We were working on his very thought-provoking film, As an Act of Protest. That was a direct response to the murder of Amadou Diallo by the NYPD. Him and I have been wanting to do this play for probably over 15 years, and now it's hatched in time's womb.
Directing Hamlet is like conducting Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. You're up against everything. But I suppose my own trajectory as a director has led me to this point. I've dealt with everything that's in the play.
I always knew Che would end up playing Hamlet. Shortly after we met, we made As an Act of Protest, and in that film he plays a version of Hamlet. We had made that already in our own film. I felt that the role of Hamlet was something that he always carried with him as a tragic actor.
I hope the audience will get from this piece what happens when we have corruption in our daily lives, whether it's governmental, whether it's within communities, within nations, within families. The corruption. Nothing ever good comes out of corruption.
Knowing what I can do with that kind of power, being surrounded with this kind of wealth and opportunity, I got sucked into it, and I will do anything to hold on to it and to keep it. That is who Gertrude is.
This project is a reclamation for Black actors to reacquaint and get comfortable again with doing Shakespeare in their own way, without the cloud of colonialism and the Royal Shakespeare Company and whoever hovering over them.
I've worked with Che for a number of years. I'm a big fan of his. I think this is a great role for him, and I can't wait to see what he brings to it. I've just met Den, and the way he thinks is so theatrical.
Our Hamlet is an artistic demonstration of empathy for those powerless up against all the odds. That's all it is, and it's important to remember that. It's not to champion the rich or the powerful. It's to champion the underdog or those who are being crushed by the powerful.
You know, more so than the sons must avenge their father, Hamlet is about avenging oneself. And that's where it's dangerous and compelling. And that's where the political connection is made, right? It's about taking arms against a sea of oppression. And how do we do that? How do we show that?
I believe the purpose of me playing Hamlet is to let the audience realize that we are all Hamlet. It's a wonderful line that Mos Def says in a hip-hop song. He says, "I burn through your argument with action." Philosophy dies in Hamlet, and then action is presented.
The Kangalee Arts Ensemble is making a very specific statement of solidarity with all the oppressed people throughout the world. And we're doing it in a universal play. Think globally, act locally.
I consider actors to be liberators, so I employ a fusion technique to get them to that place where they own the text and they're not subservient but equal to it.
The idea is, how do you break through language in order to give drama some kind of new form? And that's the challenge with Shakespeare. And that's also what we're trying to do with the play in two realms, politically and aesthetically.
Art like this needs the support from those who understand artistic opportunities like this one.
For this is a very dark time. And in dark times, you do a dark play.